Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mike Moore. I'm the Regional Product Manager with Nokia for our airframe data center solutions. I'm also serving as the project lead for openEDGE in OCP. So I'm going to have a little bit of overlap with what Mika just presented, but my 15-minute talk is going to be over the ecosystem status. And so just a brief overview of what we have submitted to OCP. We have submitted the chassis and the sled. The chassis is going, or is going for an OCP accepted status, I think, as Mika had mentioned earlier, and then the sled, we're submitting that for OCP inspired. He already went over all the specs, and I noticed that not many people have come in since then, so I won't burden you with this. But the key to it is a reduced form factor chassis, 430 millimeters deep, really designed for harsher environmental environments, harsher environmental ranges that you might find out on the edge, especially where temperature is not exactly controlled, and we might have outdoor deployments and conditions. To give you a little update on the history of openEDGE, it was announced last April at a conference here in the Bay Area, and as of the regional summit in Amsterdam last year, it was decided to kick off this subcommittee for openEDGE. During that time, we also submitted, or we had a working demo at the Amsterdam Summit. We released the initial draft specification, which was the 1.0 draft specification, and by the end of last year, we had achieved commercial availability on this platform. Soon after that, we announced our first commercial contracts, and back in February, second week of February, even though the committee had continued to meet on a regular basis, we had a face-to-face workshop out here in Mountain View. It was very well attended and got a lot of really good feedback, and based on that, we submitted the version 1.2 specification to the incubation committee. And if you were here for Bill Carter's keynote speech yesterday, he did announce that the openEDGE chassis has achieved a fully accepted rating. All the documentation, as mentioned, is out on the OCP openEDGE website, and that includes all the design files and everything that anybody would need to actually build one of these chassis for their own. And then going forward into the second quarter and beyond, we're going to continue to meet on a regular basis, review proposals for additional sled designs, possibly enhancements to the chassis itself, for a next generation platform, and just continue to promote community involvement. And so the subcommittee itself, we're set up to explore, basically the dimensions, the power budget, cooling requirements, and network requirements of the openEDGE platform, bearing in mind that it will be typically deployed at the edge or at the far edge. Okay. And I mentioned we have contributed the specifications for the chassis and the server. I didn't update that slide. It's not applying for accepted. It's actually accepted at this point. And then as far as the ecosystem needs go, we have produced 2 Intel SP-based server architectures. We certainly have a need to build an ecosystem that could involve additional sleds like switches, routers, optical storage, accelerators. Part of the specification even has one of the slots is assigned for a battery backup unit. So some of our battery or power vendors might consider trying to wanting to submit a battery proposal. So in summary, the 1U and 2U servers and the chassis are commercially available. We have seen, very good interest from the community in accepting this form factor. I think it's unique on the market right now that it does meet the requirements that we find at the edge and the far edge of the network. And we're going to continue to promote and enhance the openEDGE ecosystem, right? Because it's now a community ecosystem. It doesn't just belong to one vendor anymore. And so as far as the call for action goes, we're looking for partners. We're looking for manufacturers to adopt the openEDGE form factor. We're certainly looking from feedback from the actual customers, the user community that's going to be deploying this. What can we do to make the next generation of openEDGE even better, and and service even a wider range of applications. Okay. You can go to the Nokia website to get information on openEDGE. We are working to have the chassis available in the OCP marketplace, and we hope to have that here within the next month or two. And then the latest specifications, including the accepted specification, can be found out on the openEDGE wiki. And please, we actually meet twice a month. We do one meeting that sort of aligns with the North American time zone, and then on the odd weeks we do a second meeting that aligns more with Asia Pacific. You can certainly get on the mailing list that's listed here, and you'll receive notifications for the meeting times. And so if you actually want to see the hardware, we have it running at our booth. We've got a demo running there that has accelerated SmartNICs from Mellanox with Nuage SD-WAN application running on top of it. You're more than welcome to come by and see it in the hour and a half that we have left in this conference. And with that, I would ask if there are any questions. Yes.
Actually, it's following my question asked previously. So here, what I meant for the modular, just like the one you used for SLAD. So what I have observed in this, the one you contribute, Nokia contribute, is using the modular or slide design, not like the rack mount, like you have a rack mount server just put there as the edge side. Mm-hmm. So what I try to ask is like, what is the reason? Because for this the modular design, you have a chassis first, and then you slot into your the server. So that will make the size a little bigger when you just use some rack amount smaller size.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's I think, as mentioned in the previous presentation, it's really the depth that's a factor, right? If you have a rack mount server that is 1,000 millimeters deep, yeah, but the depth at the far edge is really much more the factor than the height. Yeah, but even 470 is a little outside of what typical telco vendors require for. Yes, yeah, we are using 430, and that's a customer requirement, for a 600 millimeter rack. But you're right. I mean, I have seen some rack mount servers that can be, oriented to be deployed to the edge. I've seen some racks that actually bolt to the wall, and the servers themselves are mounted vertically. Right. So there are certainly options to fit in a smaller form factor with a traditional rack mount server. But one of the things that the rack mount servers typically don't supply is the environmental specs, the range of temperature tolerance that this is designed to support. Any other questions? Okay, thank you. Oh, it is? Okay. Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, so that's actually a really good point. We do have OpenRack running, or openEDGE running in 2 different places, the innovation booth out front and also in the Nokia booth. Okay, thank you.